From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Now at 5, big travel weekend. So did rumors of a doom loop keep tourists away from San Francisco?
Now I think a lot of things are working against us.
We're surviving. We're not thriving.
And we have what you need to know before hitting the roads on this Labor Day holiday.
And a deadly festival in a desert swamp, the latest coming out of the disastrous Burning Man Festival. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. Labor Day weekend is often seen as the unofficial end to summer. Many people are hitting the roads, traveling by air, and some by public transit to their Labor Day weekend destinations.
After 3.5 years from the beginning of the pandemic, we checked in with some San Francisco businesses to see how they're doing. Don Lynn is at Pier 39 and reports the pace of recovery differs depending on where you go.
Businesses at Pier 39 appear to be doing pretty well. A lot of foot traffic, but closer to downtown and Union Square, that's a different story.
You're sold. All right, guys. All right, all right.
Tourism is Manith Sohal's business. His family owns San Francisco Deluxe Sightseeing Tours, the hop-on, hop-off buses.
We're picking them up. We're dropping them off. It's every 25 minutes we have a new bus come around. Can you read me that number right there?
He's hustling out here on most days trying to fill up the buses.
It's on par with last year, so it's almost identical to what we did last year. But we're about 70% of what we did 2019 right now.
He says Union Square and downtown have been very slow, even for this holiday weekend. Nearby businesses agree. Pinecrest Diner no longer opens 24/7. The manager says due to the lack of foot traffic, they cut back on their hours.
We're surviving. We're not thriving. That's
Surviving, but not thriving.
Not thriving, no. Yeah, I wish the city does something better with the homelessness, because that really affects a lot.
Welcome. How is everyone doing today?
Many businesses say the downturn is the result of a triple whammy: homelessness, crime, and the pandemic, which they say only accelerated the problem. They blame years of bad city policies that led to the worsening street conditions.
I grew up here in North Beach, and it's a beautiful city that I love, and it doesn't seem as beautiful anymore, and I'd like to see the politicians get it back to the jewel that it can be.
Despite the economic challenges closer to downtown, Pier 39 saw huge crowds this weekend. A spokeswoman tells me sales are about the same this summer compared to 2019. Manith says his buses are picking up and dropping off a lot more visitors over at Fisherman's Wharf and Pier 39.
I think tourists prefer to stay on that side of town, with it being with safety. Maybe safety is the issue.
He says city leaders have to do more so everyone not only survives but thrives.
We're hoping that tourism does bounce back and is even better than 2019.
Businesses say while domestic visitors have returned, international travelers are still slow to return to San Francisco.
Of course, one of the things that does help is the weather, which was a little bit cool today, and Dara's going to talk about that.
It's been kind of weird, actually. Last 2 days, we got a little bit of rain across the bay both days. We got some yesterday, we got some today, and we're like 10 to 15 degrees below average. You've got one more day in your 3-day weekend, and that's the one that's going to be different. That's the one where we're going to warm back up, and we're pulling rain out of the forecast. It's a time lapse from today. But look at the daytime highs. Nobody got out of the 70s. Warmest temperature today was 77. That's 10 degrees or 11 degrees below average. But if we jump ahead to tomorrow, we'll look at the forecast for Labor Day proper in 2 ways. First way is what's going to be like for inland communities, and it will be noticeably warmer. You're going up about 10 degrees tomorrow. You're still going to be below average, but expect it to feel warmer and sunnier tomorrow. That's the generalization for inland parts. We'll go into the specifics coming up in the complete first look forecast. And then if your Labor Day plans take you to the beach, it'll be staying in the low to mid 60s out there, and it'll be pretty cloudy. We're going to talk about that light chance of rain there. You see it? We'll track that coming up. It's not much, but we'll see where that's going. For now, Andrea, back to you.
All right, thanks, Darren. Some are squeezing in one last-minute road trip this weekend. This is a live look at the San Mateo Bridge. According to the transportation analytics company INRIX, the best times to travel by car are early in the morning before 10 and after 7 at night. The worst time is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you live in San Francisco and want to go to the beach in Santa Cruz tomorrow, set your alarm clock early. AAA is saying the busiest highway this weekend will be Highway 17 between Monterey and San Francisco tonight. As for Labor Day weekend gas prices, AAA says the state's average price is $5.32 per gallon. San Francisco's average price for regular gas is just 6 cents more at $5.38. It's $5.31 per gallon in Oakland, and in San Jose, it will cost you $5.27.
If, despite those discouraging gas numbers, you're still traveling this Labor Day weekend, expect heavy traffic around Interstate 80 around Vallejo. Caltrans is working to repave a 6-mile stretch of the freeway. Westbound lanes are closed between the 780 interchange in Vallejo and Highway 4 in Hercules. That includes the Carquinez Bridge. Caltrans says that they have made progress and they expect to reopen the lanes by Tuesday at 5 p.m.
We've got a 3-mile-long stretch that we're pouring concrete into. We have no spaces, no joints. 1 3-mile-long smooth trip. It's better for motorists, but it's also better for the pavement because it doesn't get that pounding that causes vibration that damages it. So we should be able to get 40 years of life out of this work that we're doing this weekend.
And the eastbound lanes do remain open during construction.
Transit Month is officially underway. It's a time where people celebrate and use the Bay Area public transit system. This year, it's in critical need of some riders. Max Darrow explains.
It's no secret that public transit has struggled to bounce back after the pandemic. Transit agency leaders hope this month will help uplift the system and also highlight the importance of keeping public transit across the Bay Area moving. For 8 years, Transit Month has celebrated the role of public transit across the Bay Area. But this year, the celebration comes at a critical time. Jim Allison is a BART spokesperson.
We need to signal to elected leaders and the rest of the public that this is still a valuable resource, something that deserves to be invested in. And we're in a critical period now where our federal money is running out in the next year and a half.
Allison says BART ridership is around 40% of pre-pandemic levels. However, they're not alone with a slow recovery. Ridership across most Bay Area public transit agencies isn't roaring back. So, throughout September, BART and other agencies will incentivize people to take public transit with things like contests and prizes, but there will also be events and discussions surrounding topics like safety and how to improve the system. I asked Allison about safety on BART. He says while perception isn't always the reality,
the numbers tell a different story. The crime is actually relatively rare for BART riders.
The agency is implementing several new strategies to make BART safer.
Beginning September 11th, we're going to start running trains with fewer train cars, which means that you're less likely to be on a train car all by yourself.
He says that'll also allow police officers to better patrol the trains. Another change, Allison says they'll be replacing fare gates across the system.
We'll have the first array of new fare gates at West Oakland Station in December. We're going to replace them all within a year and a half. This is going to help deter some of the unwanted behavior by people who were able to sneak into the system without paying.
September is typically a good month for BART, according to Allison. He's hopeful that'll continue to be the case this year.
And I think that if people give us a chance during Transit Month, they'll find that things have changed.
There are Transit Month events throughout the month of September all across the Bay Area. The kickoff rally will be on Tuesday at noon outside of San Francisco City Hall.
One person has died after being hit by a car early this morning in San Jose. San Jose police say it happened in the 1100 block of Winchester Boulevard about 3 o'clock this morning. Police are still investigating. There's no word on if an arrest has been made.
Officials are releasing the cause of a 2019 deadly boat fire off the coast of Santa Barbara. It killed 34 people, many of them from the Bay Area. The LA Times is revealing a confidential report that shows the flames sparked in a trash can on the main deck of the Conception. The ATF says within minutes the flames spread to the main salon. The captain has been charged with 34 counts of manslaughter, and he is expected to be in court next month.
And in other top stories we're following this afternoon, when Congress returns to Washington after Labor Day, they'll be faced with a looming budget deadline. Federal government is set to pay their bills through September, but if Congress doesn't pass a new funding bill, we could have a partial shutdown in October. Both the House and Senate are working on their own funding bills. Today, the conservative House Freedom Caucus said that simply extending funding is out of the question. U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo said that the funding debate has businesses on edge.
What businesses need to be successful is predictability. You know, predictability, some semblance of, regular order. And so these sorts of disruptions that are mainly driven by politics, so it's a challenge for the economy and have the potential to set us back.
The Senate does return this week. The House is back on the 12th.